Do you realize that you may be one video away from your life completely changing? It happened to me. I got monetized and gained over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube from just one video. So a little bit about the video that helped me get monetized. I've lost over 47 pounds naturally in less than a year, and I made a video talking about it. And that is the video that did extremely well. A lot of people resonated with, they saw themselves in the video, and they gained some insightful information. So I will have screenshots here. So this is what my following was. Kind of when I first started, I've been doing YouTube, specifically this channel, for around a year. This is my third YouTube channel, by the way. And, you know, I was growing slowly. I had around maybe 300 to 400 subscribers, but it wasn't really getting much traction. Some of my videos would get 100 views, some would get 25 views. And yeah, I was very inconsistent in the beginning. I really wanted to be successful on YouTube. I knew that there was a space for me on YouTube, but I was inconsistent. I had a full-time job. I was doing life and all this other stuff. And honestly, to be frank, I was just making excuses. I kind of really didn't know who my audience was and who I was speaking to. I was also still very early in my own fitness journey, so I was figuring things out along the way. But once I started implementing the 5 tips I'm going to give you guys is when things started to drastically change. There's a term that I'm going to use that I learned at the Grow with Video live conference called viral for me. And I'm going to be saying that a lot. And I really want you guys to take that in. Going viral is a phenomenon, right? Everybody's obsessed with it. I've worked in social media my entire adult career. All these brands want is for you to make them go viral. From me to you as a content creator, you need to realize that if you are doing better than you did in your last video, if you are making progress, if you are connecting with someone, if you are gaining followers, that is viral for you. So stop obsessing over getting a certain amount of numbers and reaching all that. Just remember always, this went viral for me. At the time, the highest viewed video on my channel was around 2,000 views, which was really exciting for me because that was the highest at the time. It was a Meg Thee Stallion video workout that I did, and that was huge for me. But this video surpassed that. This video reached around 50,000 views. I gained over 1,000 subscribers, and it led me to get my watch time to over 4,000 hours. It completely changed the game for me, and since then my content is continuing to grow, and I'm building a community, which is one of the best things I think about YouTube. People are interacting with me, telling me, hey, Alyssa, you are inspiring me, or hey, Alyssa, how do you do this workout? Or hey, I'm here with you, I'm doing the same thing, or you're the exact weight that I started from. And that right there, I think it's the best feeling, knowing that you're not alone in this. And I'm about to get into now 5 tips, and these are real things I'm doing currently because I'm still very new to YouTube in terms of my channel, but I am seeing some success. And like I said, I'm monetized, which is huge. I never in a million years thought that I would actually be monetized within a year. If you're ready to take some notes, these are 5 tips that I'm currently doing that help me lead to being monetized on YouTube. Tip number 1 is you need to build a persona and talk directly to that persona. So for my audience and my channel, I'm a fitness content creator. I've lost 47 pounds naturally. So I've built a persona around that individual. So when I'm creating YouTube videos, I am talking to her. I've named her. Her name is Lucy, and Lucy struggles with losing weight. She has a hard time staying committed to the gym. She wants changes in her life, but doesn't exactly know where to begin. And every single time I flip open my camera and look into the screen and talk to you guys, I'm talking to her. And Lucy is a version of me when I first started on my fitness journey. So it's very true to me. I'm kind of speaking to a version of myself that I wish I had when I was early on to my fitness journey. And that's my persona. And that's what I do. I literally talk to her every single video. And when I'm ideating about creating a video, if I know that it doesn't really resonate with Lucy and what her goals are, I don't do it, because at the end of the day, that's my persona, that's who I'm speaking to, that's what my audience cares about, and that's why they're tuning in. First things first is you need to figure out who your persona is. Who are you talking to? Who is your audience? And be very specific and be very real about who they are. What is their lifestyle like? You know, what are their goals? What are their fears? And write it out, because I did. And then you create content speaking to that one directly persona. Now, I know that some people feel like, oh, I have multiple ideas, multiple people I want to speak to. I think that I would narrow it down maybe to 2 to 3 personas maximum. Currently, I only have one persona, and I just speak directly to her. Tip number 2 is you need to be consistent. And I know we hear this all the time. It even applies to fitness within my field, but it's so true. So when I first started doing YouTube, I had all the aspiration in the world, but I was very inconsistent. I posted on a Tuesday, then I would wait 3 weeks and I post on a Friday, then I would do a month later, and then I would do 2 weeks in a row. It was all over the place. When I decided, I made a conscious decision. Everything about YouTube was very premeditated. I had a plan and I knew that I was ready. Once I determined that I was ready, I posted every week. I post a new video every Thursday. Doesn't matter, rain, sunshine, that's when my video goes live, is every Thursday. And I committed to that over the last, I think, 8 or so weeks, and it's working because people are tuning in and they have an expectation. And when you set an expectation, you meet that expectation, you are now reliable. People feel like they can count on you. Think about within fitness, like if you tell yourself that you are going to show up to the gym and you show up and you actually put in the work, there's a sense of validation. You feel like you've built trust with yourself. So you have to build that trust with your audience. And honestly, you guys, you have to be real with yourself. We all have things going on in our lives. We all have different levels of time commitments and things that we have to do. I get that. All I'm telling you to do is think about your life, what you have going on, and find something that's realistic for you. Once a week may not be realistic for you. Maybe it's once every 2 weeks, but it's the same day every 2 weeks. So find out what's going to work for you and stick to it and show up for yourself. So tip number 3 is create short form content that is an extension of your long form content. Now, like I said, I've been doing social media a very long time for other brands, and I've heard tons of different things about YouTube Shorts. A lot of people are like, oh, you're posting on YouTube Shorts, it's a different audience. People aren't going to resonate, or you're not going to get subscribers from that. I'm just speaking from my experience. I post short form content that is surrounded by the long form content. So if I make a short form gym video or my weight loss, I hyperlink in the description the video that I just did on YouTube. And it's helped tremendously. It's helped me get subscribers, it's helped people find me, it's helped me have engagement, and it works for me. And I suggest you do the same. So if you have a long form content video, think about what that video is saying, what the messaging is, and create short form content, reels, YouTube shorts that align with that video, that spark an interest. Most people, they may not even have watched your long form content, and they're scrolling through shorts on YouTube and they find your short and they're like, hey, let me go to this person's channel. And now you have a resume, you have content that is the same type of content that's in your short. So that's what I do. I've had shorts go viral for me that have brought me over 100 subscribers just from a short. The content of the short is the same content in my long form content. So if you like the short form content and you want a little bit more, I have the long form content for you. Tip number 4 is engage with your community. And I know that this can be difficult, but when we're starting out, usually it's not a whole bunch of comments, 2 to 3, and if you're lucky, you may get 100, 400, but in the beginning, it's easier to engage with your community. But I think it's a game changer. Have you ever had someone give you a compliment and they're like, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. I absolutely love your hair today. And then the person doesn't say anything, and you're like, ugh. Take that steak attitude out of here, right? And I feel like it's a very similar situation when someone takes the time to leave a comment on your post and you say nothing. It's silent. Like, thank you. Show appreciation, because no one had to do that. The fact that someone took time out of their day and they resonated so deeply with your video that they decided to leave a comment, that's insane. So engage with those comments. And I know there are trolls out there, there are some negative comments, but focus on the positive ones. Oftentimes we get so much more positive comments than we do negative comments, but the negative ones just sting with us a little bit longer. But show love to the people who are showing you love. And that honestly will change the game. I've seen it firsthand where I'm genuine about engaging with my community, and someone may have saw a video and they liked what I created and they took a time to respond, but they weren't invested enough to follow me. and then I engage with them. They're like, oh, wow, you respond to me? I'm gonna follow you now. It happens all the time. So be genuine, engage with your community. And like I said, community on YouTube is huge. If you are being genuine and you're having a connection with these people, they will continue to come back again and again and again. And you can form actual meaningful connection. Before we get into the last tip, if you are enjoying this content, make sure you leave a comment below. I do engage with my comments. And if you're really resonating with this content, make sure you subscribe. And I'd really love to hear from you guys, and I appreciate you guys being here. So let's get into the very last tip. Number 5, you guys, is sometimes very difficult for people. It's also very extremely difficult for me. But like I said, this is what's worked for me that I'm sharing with you. And that is stick to a niche. I get it. You're like, Alyssa, don't put me in a box. I'm an artist. I hear you, but I'm just telling you from experience that when I stuck to a niche, it was faster for me to grow. Let's go to a healthy restaurant because we are healthy gals and guys, okay? We're going, I don't know, Chipotle's semi-healthy. So we're going to Chipotle, right? You and me, we're on a friend date. We're going to Chipotle. We know what to expect from Chipotle. It's gonna be an Americanized version of Mexican food, right? You walk into Chipotle one day with me and all of a sudden they're selling pizza. And you're looking around like, is this the right restaurant? Is this Chipotle? Because Chipotle gives me Mexican food and this is some pizza. Now I'm confused. It's very similar. I'm being dramatic, but it's very similar when you are creating different kinds of content for your audience. They come to you for fitness. Like, I'm a fitness content creator. So you come to my channel for fitness and then all of a sudden I'm talking about tech. And you're like, I thought you helped me with fitness. So it's important to stick to a niche. Try your best to narrow down your niche as much as possible. And I get it, like this may not work for everybody. Some people, they like to do various different things. I'm just telling you from my experience, when I niche down and I focus just on fitness and what that looked like, it changed the game for me. That doesn't mean that you can only do one thing. Like, there's so many realms of things that you can speak about within your niche. All I'm saying is kind of focus in on what you're talking about to your audience, so that way they know what they're getting from you. All right, so those are the 5 tips that help me get monetized and gain subscribers on YouTube. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you really enjoyed this video, please let me know. I know this is a little bit different than my fitness, but I felt like it was in the same realm because as a fitness content creator, this is what I did to get monetized. And I hope that it helps you and your channels. And if you have any questions or anything below, please leave a comment and make sure you guys are following me on social media if you're into fitness. I work out a lot. I'm very serious about it. I love fitness. So if you want to connect with me more on a personal level, make sure you follow my socials, which will be in the description below. And I also have a meal plan that I have created that is 10 easy, very healthy meals that have helped me on my weight loss journey. So if you're interested in that, that will be in the description as well. And if you are currently on your YouTube journey, keep going. Like I said, this is my 3rd YouTube channel, okay? Sometimes it takes time to figure things out and switch things around, but this has worked for me, and this has happened for me within the year. So I wish you guys the best of luck on your journey, and let's support each other in the comments below. Let me know what your channel's about and if there's any way I can help, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.